ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವಿತ್ ಪರಶುರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ SSLC ಸೋಷಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ 2 ಮತ್ತು 3ಗಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕೀ ಆನ್ಸರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಬರೆದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೇ ತರನಾಗಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನ ಸಹಿತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಸಹಿತ ನೋಡೋದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮರೆಯದಿರಿ. ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಲೈಕ್, ಶೇರ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನನ್ನು ಅವಶ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒತ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ದ ಕಾಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರಿ ಆಫ್ ಅ ನ್ಯೂ ಸಿ ರೂಟ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಇನ್ 1453 ದ Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople. The Turks controlled the trade routes. They imposed too many taxes. Trade became unprofitable. European rulers encouraged the sailors. The invention of compass, astrolabe and gunpowder supported them. Next, second question, explain how Martanda Varma chucked the Dutch. Raja Martanda Varma was the ruler of Wayanad. He shifted his capital from Padmanabhapura to Tiruvananthapuram. He defeated the Dutch idea of trade monopoly over pepper. He controlled surrounding areas against Dutch. He captured Nedumangala and Kottarakara trading centers. Dutch declared war but were defeated. The Dutch suffered huge losses. Cochin became the center of spicy trade. Finally, the Dutch forces surrendered. Third question, explain the causes and results of the Battle of Plassey. The causes: misuse of dastakats, mending the pot of without permission, black room tragedy. The results of the Battle of Plassey are: this war brought out the immorality and lack of the unity among the Indians. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. The company got a trade rights in Bengal. Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crores and 70 lakhs to the British. Third question, what were the results of the Battle of Buxar? Shah Alam II gave a Diwani rights of Bengali to the British. He gave away all the rights over Bengal for rupees 26 lakhs. The Nawab of Awadh had to pay rupees 50 lakhs. The British took over the entire administration of Bengal. The British got the power over Bihara, Bengala and Odisha provinces. Robert Clive introduced dual government in Bengala. The British gained political control over India. Fifth question, what were the conditions of subsidiary alliance? The kings had to keep the British army in their kingdom. He had to bear the army expenses. A British resident would stay in his court. The king could not appoint any other European. The king could not enter the agreement with any Indian state. In return, English would protect the state. Sixth question, how did the doctrine of Lapsey support the expansion of British Empire in India? Dalhousie adopted the doctrine of Lapsey policy. According to this policy, if any Indian ruler died childless, his adopted children had no legal right over the throne. Such a state was merged with the British Empire. Princely states like Satara, Nagpur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Jhansi, Jaipur came under this policy. Seventh question, what were the effects of British land taxes? Zamindars exploited their farmers. The farmers became landless. Land became a commodity. Zamindars mortgaged their lands. Agriculture became commercialized. The moneylenders became strong. Eighth question, make a list of the effects of British education in India. Indians could develop modernity, secularism, democratic ideals. Local languages got importance. It promoted unity in thinking. Periodicals were started, developed critical opinions. Social and religious reformation were started. The world freedom struggles influenced the Indians. Indians could understand their rich tradition. The thoughts of J.S. Miller, Rousseau and Montesquieu brought fresh thinking, created a new generation of Indians with progressive attitudes. Ninth question, what were the restrictions imposed in a regulating act of 1773? The Bengal presidency gained control over Madras and Bombay presidencies. The governor of Bengal became the governor general. The governor general could direct, control and supervise them. Other presidencies could not declare war or enter into peace agreements without approval of the Governor General of Bengal. Supreme Court was established in Calcutta. 10th question, what are the important features of Indian Council Act of 1909? The members of central legislature were increased. The members of provincial legislature were also increased. Elections were started. Separate electorate for Muslims was created. 11th question, what were the important features of 1919 Act? Bicameral legislature was formed. Diarchy was formed in provinces. High Commissioner was appointed. Local governments got importance. Provincial budget was separated from central budget. Separate electorate for Sikhs, Anglo-Indians and Europeans were created. 12th question. How does the India Government Act of 1935 become the base of Indian Constitution? A federal system was formed, diarchy was established, RBI was established, autonomy was given to provinces, the federal court was established. Most of the provisions in the Indian Constitution are based on this act. It formed a responsible government by Indians. 13th question. What are the achievements of Chikadevaraja Wadiyar? Efficient soldier and administrator, checked the invasion of Shivaji, purchased Bengaluru from the Mughals. He had the titles like Karnataka, Kavi Chakravarti and Navakoti Narayana, started the Council of Ministers, Atara Kacheri, started the postal system, constructed a dam for Kaveri. Chikadeva Raja and Doddadeva Raja canal were also constructed. He had patronized many poets like Tirumalarya, Sanjeev Honnamma. 14th question. What are the achievements of Krishnaraja Vadeyara 4? Krishnaraja Vadeyara 4 abolished fees in primary schools, helped girls' education, started the Mysore University, started scholarship. The Indian Institute of Science was established at Bengaluru. New railway lines were laid. Iron and steel factory at Bhadravati. Sugar, soap, sandal oil, cement, paper factories were started. He encouraged musicians like Shama Shastri, Veena Sheshana Muttaya, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭಗವತ್ತಾರ ವಸುದೇವಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಟಿ ಚೌಡಯ್ಯ and others. Mysuru became a model state. Mahatma Gandhiji called him as Rajasri. Explain the method of resisting the British power of Dondia Wagh. Dondia Wagh was also called Wagh due to his bravery. He built a small army, captured Baidanuru Shomagga forts. Because of British, he ran away towards Gutti. When Nizam of Hyderabad attacked Gutti, he escaped to Maratha region. Maratha army captured his horses, camels, arms, etc. The British attacked him from all the directions. Later he was killed at Kongal. 16th question. How was Queen Channamma remained ideal person till today? Channamma adopted a boy Shivalingappa, started ruling Kitturu. The British wanted Kitturu under doctrine of lapsi. They tried to take over the treasury and port. Channamma prepared for the war. Thackeray was shot dead, but the British attacked Kittur again, but Channamma was captured and imprisoned at Belhongal port. 17th question. Explain the method adopted by Rayanna to British to fight the British. Answer. Rayanna was a brave soldier. Fought for the independence of Kitturu, fought with Rani Channamma and was imprisoned, developed nationalism, organized secret meetings, looted their treasury and offices. The British cunningly captured him and hanged him at Nandagada. 18th question. Explain the rebellion of Bedas of Halagali. Halagali is a small village of Mudhol Taluku. In 1857, British banned the uses of weapons. The Bedas were good hunters. They refused to surrender guns. They rebelled against the British. Bedas of Manturu, Bodani and Alangudi were also joined. The British army entered Halagali village. They captured and hanged the Bedas. 19th question. What were the preachings of the Brahmo Samaja? Ram Mohan Rai founded the Brahmo Samaja. He has been called the father of Indian Renaissance. He strongly opposed sati and child marriage. Lord William Bentinck prohibited the sati system. He started a newspaper in Bengali called Samvada Komudi, opposed exploitations of women, child marriage and polygamy, sati system, widow system, superstitions, polytheism, idol worship, advocated equality, widow marriage, English education, women's education and monotheism. Last question 20. Explain the reforms propagated by Satyashodhaka Samaja. Jyotiba Phule was the founder. He believed that freedom is the basic necessity, opposed gender inequality, denial of human rights, exploitations and untouchability, started movement for social justice, demanded the prohibition of liquor, opposed the salary of Shudras and Dalitas. He advocated free and compulsory education, established schools for girls. He tried to create a society based on equality. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು 20 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬಾಯ್.